Welcome back. It's the Watchalong show. We took a week off, and now we're back giving you a double dose. Not that we watched a ton of movies, but hey, we're only human. We're going to finish these challenges. Don't worry about it. I'm JWMaher, and that's Aaron Brooks. Aaron, how you feeling this week? You rested?
Rested, relaxed, fresh off of a week of not watching movies at the beach. So, but I've been in a few movies here and there.
Yeah, well, we are finishing up weeks 4 and 5 of the Why We Love 4 Letterboxd challenge. Let me toss up the sometimes I forget to toss up the old QR code. That's it. Doing a movie a week here on the old Why We Love 4 Letterboxd challenge. You can go there and follow along. We're finishing up Southeast Asian horror. So I did a cool thing. I put the old Tiger Stripes. Look, there's Tiger Stripes, everybody. It's a good movie. Check it out. None of us watch Tiger Stripes. Maybe you people at home watch Tiger Stripes.
I almost watched it.
I've already seen it. It's pretty good. It's Ginger Snaps if Ginger Snaps was in Indonesia, I guess. That's the movie.
Yeah.
I'll go first. The first movie I saw, I know you've already seen it. And like I didn't be aware that if when you're looking this movie up, you get the right version of it because there's like an illustrious history around Satan's Slaves. Now this is a remake sort of, but it's also not because JWMaher kind of like worked it into the original movie so that with this movie and the movie it's remaking sort of, it becomes a trilogy. So that's cool. And I think there's also another third movie of this, which is either out or coming out. But regardless, I'm diverting from the I'm burying the lead here. This movie's pretty damn good. I wouldn't even say it borrows from like other movies. There's just a lot of other movies that like some of the beats are the same. Like there's the scene like when all the people rush the house, like, oh, that's like cult. And then there's the scene where the kid kind of isn't what you think it is. And that reminded me of like the Netflix movie Eli. But like it didn't borrow in a way. It all just feels coincidental and it all works. Mm-hmm. It's basically there's a woman. In the beginning of the movie, she's sick and she passes away. And then we find out the lengths she went to have a family and how it damned her family. Yeah. And the movie ends, I don't want to say it ends on a cliffhanger, but it ends on like, hey, we're not done telling the story. Oh. And normally that would piss me off. But Satan's Slaves is good enough that I didn't care and I was ready for another one. Kind of like, I guess I can't compare it to anything else. It definitely does. The movie does not end. It ends like Back to the Future ends. I guess it's like, oh hey, there's another movie coming. We know you want it. So yeah, I'm there for that. I didn't watch part 2 yet, but I was very happy with Satan's Slaves. This movie for me is a 4-star movie.
Yeah, I think because the ending, wasn't quite expecting it to end how it did. I didn't quite get the ending. Because it wasn't an ending. I guess that makes sense. 3.5 for me. I thought it was solid. It's like this reminded me of a Conjuring story. Like, yeah, my favorite just in general.
And the second movie I watched, I think this was on the Horrorville's top 50 of its year. The second movie I watched was 2023's Malari, which a bold movie. I'll say that. Like. This movie is 3 stories being told concurrently about 3 generations of a family that are affected by curse is too strong of a word. Like the oldest great-great-grandfather was a priest who kind of ran afoul of a cult, and the family's fates are intertwined with the fates of the cult going through generations, but also all of the male family members of, I guess, certain generations are able to like fall asleep and astrally project back in time to like collaborate with their ancestors. And to the point that like the middle guy is like a World War II era like documentarian, and he's filming stuff in real time to like instruct his like great grandnephew in the future. And this sounds like wacky, off the wall, like sci-fi horror. It is, but the fact that it executes it so well, like it was like they bit off a huge chunk and then swallowed that shit. I would say Malari is something that if you could find it, check it out. I was totally blown away by this movie. I'm at 4.5 for Malari.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, it leads nicely into my first movie. My second to last movie, my first movie of this section of the list, which is Nina Wu, directed by Midi Z, Malaysian movie. Yeah, 2019. This movie was premiered at Cannes, and Quentin Tarantino was in the crowd for this movie. Quentin Tarantino was not really happy. I guess he was one of the inspirations for one of the filmmakers, which ironically I put in my review before looking into the history of it. I was like, that filmmaker had to be inspired by Quentin Tarantino because like he spends so much of the movie. Basically, it's about a bit actress who finally is like getting her breakout role, and her breakout role involves basically having to, some full frontal nudity, a three-way scene, some other things, which especially in this area, this part of the world, like is like very taboo for any female actress, any female to do, period. So it does go into that, but it also goes into like so much more than that. It's like it's got some Mulholland Drive to it. It's definitely got some audition to it. Perfect Blue was the movie I thought of most watching this movie. It's shot really, really interestingly. I think the lead performer is one of the writers of the movie as well. So like that adds to everything. And this movie came out 7 years ago, and I've never heard about it until I just like happened to see it on the front of Shudder, which I haven't been given Shudder much credit. They fucked over Joe Bob Briggs and everything like that, and that sucks. And they're like, they've been dropping the ball a lot with like their Shudder exclusive this year for the most part. There's been a couple good ones, but a lot of misses. But this was like a really nice thing that they just happened to put right on the front of the page there. So don't scroll past Nina Wu. Check it out. It belongs in the echelon of the auditions of the Perfect Blues. Like it is a 5-star movie classic to me. Like I don't know where this movie's been, but yeah, shout out to Shudder because I just kind of stumbled upon it that way. But great movie.
All right, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. The Eye is my second movie, 2002. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. I saw this because I miscounted how many movies we have done for this category. I was planning to watch The Eye 2. I might still watch The Eye 2 because I want to see how off the rail these sequels go. There's also a Third Eye. Very interesting. But yeah, it's about a blind girl who gets the eyes of like somebody who she shouldn't have the eyes of. And they're like spooky and haunted, and it's fine, and it's a solid base knock of a movie. I liked it slightly more than John, 3.5.
Yeah, everybody knows I watched it 2 weeks ago. It was a 3 for me, just because it's fine. I have no issue with it. I was just like, oh, okay, this is exactly what I thought it would be. This is the type of movie that we remade when we were obsessed with remaking Asian movies in the mid 2000s. That's exactly what we did. This movie. But on top of the Why We Love Horror Challenge, which is covered, we also have lists. Aaron gave me 100 movies to finish this year, and I gave Aaron 100 movies to finish this year. And we'll start with me, I think. Aaron, we'll start with you. We're in the same year, but you're going to be jumping all over the place. So why don't you go ahead and start with yours?
Yeah, I certainly am going to be jumping all over the place because at some point I just realized that I accidentally, by happenstance, happened to watch some movies. And with this being a week where I did not get to as many movies being on vacation. One I did get to was on good old Netflix, Death Note, Adam Wingard's classic. No, this movie is like very decent to me, though. I didn't hate it. I have no familiarity with the manga, or I believe it's manga. Maybe it's something else.
It's a manga.
Yeah. Okay, excellent.
And an anime.
So I'm sure that the casting was very disrespectfully done, and I'm not trying to like poo-poo that at all, but I had no frame of reference for that. So I just kind of came into this and it felt like it kind of belonged in the realm of like a Happy Death Day for You, like a little less good than that, but like kind of in that realm. Like tonally, it kind of shifts back and forth from like overly serious to like lighthearted teen horror, but that's fine. Willem Dafoe's doing his thing. I don't know why he's not getting any credit from anybody. I guess just because everybody from this movie has to burn in hell. Yeah, Adam Wingard, he's always like around a 3.5 for me, and this movie's no exception. 3.5. It is. I was entertained by it, and nothing like really bothered me about it. So I liked all the characters.
I agree. This is like a textbook 3.5-star movie, and like Lakeith Stanfield's in it, just doing his thing. Like he's there. Margaret Qualley's there. They're all there, just hanging out, doing a movie.
He was so pathetic in this movie. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
it's fun. So should I keep going with my other random?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that you jump ahead a little bit, but go ahead.
Yeah. So, like I said, I got a little bit off track. But the next movie that I watched was The Night House from 2020, David Bruckner. This is a movie that I should have saw a long time ago. I don't know why I hadn't, but this is very, very solid supernatural horror to me. Like, it's very slow burn, kind of grief trauma, like everything like that, but nothing about it was boring. It's like very deliberate. David Bruckner I think he has tended to very much work for me so far. The Ritual is one that, honestly, I've been meaning to rewatch that, and I might rewatch that tonight. Like, that I remember really, really liking, and everything else of his is just solid. So this is a 4-star movie for me.
I'm slightly lower, 3.5, but I am also a fan of David Bruckner. He hasn't done anything where I'm like, he does a lot. He always does something different. Mm-hmm. So it's like I don't think he has a particular style. He's just a guy that wants to sink his teeth into everything. So we appreciate your effort, Mr. Bruckner. Yeah.
Next one for me is The Stylist, Jill Gervagivizian. Not sure how to say her last name, but Jill is the director. And for me, I kind of just saw what this movie seemed to be remaking or redoing. I'm not sure which you want to really call it, but it's basically just Maniac. And it's a little lesser version of that to me. I think Maniac's great though, so it's not a huge disservice. It's just, to me, it's like this doing its version of Maniac. Like, I saw through it to me. But maybe sometimes I pick up on something like that and it ruins a movie for me. And I think in this case, it might have been an example. I just gave it a 3. It's fine. All right. I didn't think it was anything revolutionary.
This is gender swap Maniac. I'm not going to, you're 100% right. Motives are a little bit different. I love Najara Townsend. She's incredibly underutilized. She's in a bunch of other movies if you look for her. But she's never broken through to the level of people that are shoved down our throats. I wish she had gotten something. I mean, she's not dead yet. Book Najara Townsend, everybody. She's freaking great. Check out this. Check out the Contracted series. She's great.
Yeah. And then the last movie on my list ends up being Something in the Dirt, Moorhead Benson, 2022. Fantastic. Like most of her stuff. This one, really interesting, much more philosophical, and just kind of about just the overall passion, I feel of filmmaking through Moorhead and Benson. It's just so interesting just how this ends up being more of a horror movie about Los Angeles and how it just kills dreams than anything else. And that somehow becomes more insidious than a lot of the subjects like cults and other shit that they've tackled in their movies. So that makes it even more scary because of how real it is. It's just low budget sci-fi horror filmmaking. It's Benson and Johnson, or Benson Johnson, Benson and Moorhead. But 4 stars for me for this one.
Something in the Dirt might be my favorite Benson and Moorhead movie. I'm at 4.5. I love this movie. I love the fact that you have no idea. I mean, it's not that you have no idea what's going on. You just have no idea what the truth is, and they don't care. and that's the best. I'm very clear about what's going on. I just don't know what happened.
Yeah,
and I think that's kind of their signature. I can see everything that's going on. I understand the mechanics that are going on here, but I have no idea what's going on.
They don't know you an explanation. You don't need it,
and you're not getting it. And that's that. We'll go on to my movies. I watched 2 in the span since you've seen me last. First movie I saw, I know you're huge on these 2.
Yep.
Let the Corpses Tan. And you know what? I agree. What is there to say about this? This is you. If I just showed you this movie with no notes, and then at the end of it, I was that was made in 2017. I think 90% of people you're full of shit. That movie was made in 1972. It captures that style, that like gritty, kind of quasi exploitational, because there is a gold woman who pisses on people. I'm not gonna say I didn't see that, but yeah, that gritty, like desperate people in the hot sun, just being brutal to each other over like next to nothing. And it takes place over the span of like basically a day. And it's just like robbers trying to like lay low, but the cops show up. And then the way it's edited, where it like jumps between characters, but in order to jump between characters, it'll like rewind or fast forward like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. And it just keeps doing it over and over again. So like you see the scene shot from like all the different angles. Just brilliant filmmaking, like absolutely brilliant filmmaking. Again, just like I said with Malari, like the scope that they tried to pull off, most people would probably think they were fools, but they did it. Let the Corpses Tan is definitely something you should watch. Ambitious and awesome. 4.5 stars for me.
Yeah, Helena Catet, Bruno Forzani, my favorite director duo working today, for sure. 5 stars for me. Like there's no notes here at all for me. It's incredible sound design. The blood spray is just like immaculate. Like it really is like makes you want to like wipe your like face as you're watching. It's so vibrant and just like.
I just like those like gritty kind of like 70s and 70s like homage movies where like all these fucking people are gonna die. like you just see like these people are gonna die. Kind of like I Drink Your Blood. It's like these guys are all gonna fucking die horribly, and like you know that the second you see them, and you just watch it. Yeah, they captured that spirit like perfectly.
Yeah.
Second movie I watched. I have a lot of comments about Piercing. They're not bad comments. It's just like wow. Christopher Abbott, Mia Wasikowska, bringing it in this movie. Is it a movie where Christopher Abbott is a man having a complicated relationship with a prostitute? Yes. And I have seen Sanctuary. And is it a movie where Mia Wasikowska is playing like a burgeoning sociopath? Yes. And I've seen Stoker. It's like those two characters coming together to make their own movie. And that movie is Piercing. I won't even spoil like what's supposed to be going on in this movie because it all falls apart magically. And the ending is probably perfect. But I'm high on this movie. Is it like the greatest thing I've ever seen? No, but I'm at a solid 4 on Piercing.
Yeah, let's just pretend that Grudge remake did not happen for Nicolas Pesquet because he's 2 for 2 so far with Eyes of My Mother and Piercing. 4 stars for me as well. Christopher Abbott, my favorite actor, probably working today.
Yeah. That'll do it for this week. Next week, we're coming back. Abby gave us the prompt for the next 5 movies that premiered at Fantastic Fest at any point in time. There's literally hundreds of movies to choose from. Yep. So I'm going to go all over the place with some stuff that I've been trying to see that I never got around to. And I'm sure, Aaron, you're doing the same. But if you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Once again, that is the Why We Love Horror Challenge. Those are my 100 movies. Those are Aaron's 100 movies. Drop us a line, www.horror@gmail.com, and just whatever. Find us, look in the description. That's where you find us. Until next time, I'm JWMaher, and that's Aaron Brooks. This has been the Watchalong Show. We'll see you next week.